one thing I'd like to pose to you, and we can have a little conversation about this, is what I texted about earlier today.
All right, let's go.
Is if you had to take one star, and yes, something you texted me was the fact that they play different positions. However,
you mean like build around. I got you.
Yes, if you had to build around one of two players between Ja Morant or Anthony Edwards, who are you building around? I know your answer, but I'm going to ask you anyways.
Everybody knows my answer.
Who are you building around and why?
It's Ja. He's more efficient, I believe. I feel like you can really run an offense through a person like him, and you need other pieces to be almost better, if not better than him, to be as effective. Because for one, Ja's averaged more assists in his career. He shot better from the field, and he played a little bit more minutes. And he's obviously been in the league longer, averages more points. But at the end of the day, I need efficiency. We go back to the whole. Anthony Edwards is get a bucket. He's get a bucket. He's Mr. Bucket, if you ask me, on that team. If you need him to go get you 25, you can say, hey, I need 25 in this game. You think you'll get it?
Yeah.
All right. You say, Ant, I need 25, 10, and 10. I need you to be dishing. I need some boards. Can you do it?
Good.
I don't. His stats don't say he can. He can't. He's not a passer. He's not a facilitator. He is an attack mode type of player.
He's also not a point guard. That is when you take into consideration the fact they do play other positions. So you are asking slightly different things from them.
Right, but the things that he does do as a small forward, I'd like more of. I need more than 2 a game. You can't average 2 assists. I need you to at least be able to.
4 and 4.
I need you to average. I'm not talking. I need a season. I need an average. When these stats are season stats, by the way. I wasn't talking playoffs.
Yeah,
these are season stats. It's a respectable field goal percentage, Fran. It's what is it? He's 47% from the field. No, he's 42% from the field, which also isn't bad, but it's not 40.
You definitely want to get that up from a star.
Yeah.
You want that to get up.
Well, it's not 47, and you know who averages 40. Whose field goal percentage is 47? I think what's his name?
I think Ja
Morant, something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's his name. Ant is younger. He hasn't played as many seasons, but I don't see him blossoming in the way that Ja has. For one, Ja was undersized, overlooked, and nobody thought that he would be the superstar that he is right now. When Ant
I think that's fair.
You don't think really?
He was the number 2 overall pick. He was the hype of college basketball after Zion, of course.
After that,
after Zion, who's playing for this big brand with Duke, obviously he's going to be the talk of the town per se. But then you have Ja Morant playing for what is it, Murray State?
Murray State. Nobody expected.
Yeah, no one did.
Nobody expected this. But nobody expected this.
There was more question marks around. Yeah, and obviously,
his size.
If we look back, like we should have questioned Zion a little bit more than we did. But I don't think it's fair to say that Ja. It's like a surprise.
Nobody thought that the kid that size could do what he does, be as effective, slashing to the rim as he does.
Yeah. He did, I believe, lead the league in points in the paint average, which is incredible from a 6'2", 85 pound, 180 point guard. Yeah, but that is what I would like to bring up as a counter argument. So I would go with Anthony Edwards. First things first, you do have the bigger, stronger athlete, which if you look at not just NBA history, you look at the history of sports.
Yeah.
The bigger, stronger athlete, more often than not, is usually somebody who can, their body can withstand the beating that smaller guards, smaller athletes cannot. And I think where Anthony Edwards is in that sweet middle space. Like, you don't want to be too big because big men get beat up a lot. Like the centers get beat up a lot.
Did he go down in that last game? I think he sat down for a little minute. He had to get helped off the court because he was hurt. I think he was hurt. He may be a little too heavy. His knees may be getting out.
Oh, okay.
Zion 2.0?
No, stop it.
He's getting a little heavy.
Stop it.
I think he's eating good out there in Minnesota.
So of course, everybody's going to get little nicks and bruises here and there.
He had to get helped off the court by 2 grown men.
But Anthony Edwards, I'm talking like longevity of his career. And of course, this could be wrong, but if you're just looking at the science between the two athletes, Ja Morant, 6'2", 180. Anthony Edwards, 6'6", 220, 230, something like that. And he is, you point up field goal percentage. However, I'll bring up 3-point percentage. We have Anthony Edwards shooting 36%. We have Ja shooting about 34%. And with Ja getting in the paint as much as he does, I'm wondering how long is he able to sustain that? Something we talked about a few episodes ago was his comparisons are currently Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook.
Mhm.
But if he slowed his game down, he could be more like a Dwayne Wade.
D-Wade type of player.
But even Dwayne Wade had those injury issues, especially in the last 5 years of his career. He learned to slow down and become a little more smoother.
Yeah, he was on the floor
He
a
had
majority of
to.
his career. He was always on the ground.
And even once he changed, he still had those injury issues.
Yeah, they don't go away. As you get older, it's already set in.
Yeah.
The attrition already set in on those knees.
And that's what Jaw's doing. Jaw's banging with these 7-footers, trying to dunk on everybody and their mother.
I love it.
It's fun to watch, but how long can he do it?
That's the thing.
It's very similar. It's like
games
Cam Newton.
adapt. Games adapt. What was LeBron really like in Miami?
I mean,
Post up, fade away, mid range.
I think his game is maintained because he's always been pass first.
It changes on his body type. He's always changed his game based on situation. In Cleveland, when he first got there, he was slashing to the best. I feel like he shot the best in Miami. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like he shot the best in Miami.
I don't know the percentages exactly, but I'm not gonna wholeheartedly disagree. I don't know the numbers.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's just say he didn't shoot as well with the Lakers than he did in Miami.
Oh,
the play styles were different then for him. They were different.
Uh-huh.
That's what would change in the careers. Ja isn't going to be slashing for 10 more seasons, trying to get to the rim. Games adapt. He's not Ben Simmons.
If he does adapt, that's different. I'd like to see him gain some weight, like Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, since
put on a lot of
league,
pounds. Yeah, he put on pounds.
15 to 20 pounds, his trainer said. So Ja needs to do that.
Yeah.
But I mean,
which is doable. He can.
I bring up Cam Newton because Cam Newton's game was so electric at first. The NFL had never seen it.
Right.
Somebody who's
that
running over people. He's running. He's also just the aura he had to him, the Superman. But look at his career towards the end. Now who knows if he gets another contract because his body can't live up and his arm was never the best in the first place.
And that last season he just had with Carolina.
Oh,
everybody thought he was back. He had one stunk it up.
Yeah, he had that run against Arizona, and we're like, wait, maybe, and then I was like, oh no,
he stunk it up.
Never mind. That is what I'm scared for with Ja. Whereas Ant really doesn't need to change up his game too much. He's only in his second year. He's got a good shot. He's in his second year. He's developed really well from his first to his second year. We're seeing him in the playoffs now. I think their numbers average wise are pretty comparable, especially after Ja Morant's poor game that he had, where he only dropped 11. Also, Jaren Jackson only had 7. The two of them combining for 18 was really underwhelming for you guys. And I would see that as a hopeful moving forward because you're probably not going to get 18 points between the two players again in the series.
Oh no, we're not the Nets.
Yeah, but Anthony Edwards, I'm taking the bigger athlete, the stronger athlete, the athlete that just typically lasts longer in the NBA. And I know my comparison for him that I've seen so far and is somebody who has had a long career is Vince Carter. Vince Carter was very athletic when he came in. They're both very similar body types in terms of height and size.
Vince did have to develop a shot,
but Anthony has developed that a little earlier.
He has.
That's the game.
What's this, the second season?
This is his second season.
He has a really nice shot.
36% from 3 in the playoffs. I believe he's 47% from 3, which is he doesn't take a lot. Like he's not taking Curry numbers.
He's not pulling 10 a game. He'll give you about 6 or 7 threes a
game. He more than keeps you honest.
Yeah.
Like Draymond will put up a 3 just so you know he will put up a 3. Like
I'm a shooter.
It's not good.
It's not the best percentage.
His 3-point percentage is not good, but he will put up a 3 just on the fact that, hey, you have to know that
I'll pull it.
Like I'm not just a facilitator. Occasionally I'm gonna pull it, and occasionally I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, that too.
And it's definitely more than that. 36% shooting has he has the athleticism of Vince Carter. He has a shot that is much better than Vince Carter when he was younger, and he has a good core around him. Personally, I'm going to take Anthony Edwards in this, but I definitely understand taking your boy, taking Ja Morant.
I can't take Ant in that situation.